Coffin Drop is intended for mature audiences, so no kiddies allowed. See the episode description for content warnings, and listen with care.
As you reach the base of this tower from the ammunition depot supply side of things, you can see those planes that were attracted to Arena releasing their payload as paratroopers float down and cling onto the sides of it, attaching metal clips to cables and then pulling out rifles, looking down, preparing for your ascent. Chuck.
Well, first I gotta spend the blood. Some full of holes. There we go. I'm gonna turn to the group and say, are we going to try to go up quietly, or are we kind of just, we're already known?
I think they might know that we are here. I think there's a chance that some sort of communication got through, yes.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, no, you're a smart guy. That's a pretty good point when you put it that way. All right, I'm going to go to one of the elevators and see if I can kick it with my injured bootlegger leg to get it to move us up quickly. I'm going to use fix on the elevator shaft, considering we probably had our own little, minecart shaft situations when we were running alcohol through Tennessee.
Whatever justification you need, go ahead and kick this elevator faster.
Here we go. That's 2 crits.
Let's go.
Phenomenal. You press the button. It's not coming fast enough. So you reach up and kick. As you do, the elevator sinks to the bottom. Doors open. There's a squad of Nazi soldiers in there. They all take out their guns and open fire on the lot of you, completely missing entirely. I got no successes.
Amazing. Incredible.
Where'd you like to apply the successes?
As they shoot at us, I think it's oh, okay, hold on one sec. And I'll pull out a knife and just slice one of the wires. And so it's haywiredly just going up between levels, 1 and 3 very quickly to just shake them up and hurt them in a metal box as it dings open with 4 damage done to...
You're using the Eiffel Tower as a bartender and shaking up a Nazi martini.
1,000%.
Got you. Okay, so I'll apply both of those crits to them. Nicole.
Can I try and shoot the cables holding these guys up with this machine gun? Do we think I could throw a grenade up there too?
I think you can do whatever you dream you can do.
Great.
Well, if you want to talk about an enclosed space, an elevator, I think...
I know, but I don't want to blow up our means of getting to the top.
Well, there's 9 elevators.
Oh, okay, great.
This is a popular tourist attraction. You're not going to be waiting for a lift. It's like the Empire State Building.
Okay, then let's do that. I see Chuck shaking one elevator as another elevator comes down. And I go, no. And I throw a grenade in there. And then I aim my machine gun up at the cables. And I'm just trying to spray those cables down.
Go ahead and roll shoot. Add your grenades, plus enclosed spaces. Add your submachine gun. Goose egg.
5 successes and a crit.
Oh my God.
No matter what I said, you were going to have that shit-eating grin on your face.
Well, I wouldn't call it shit, but perhaps blood. For my crit, can I reduce the, objectives challenge level by 1?
Mm-hmm.
And then let's spend 5 on the threat.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
You ding. The doors open. King. Pull out the pin. The grenade falls in. They all just look at it. Red mist. This is a glass circled elevator as well to display the view of France as they ascend. Coated red. Completely opaque.
Did I reduce it to 0?
You sure did.
Okay, great.
As you are shooting and bing, 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 the cables of several of these paratroopers, send them careening to the ground, creating sidewalk Jackson Pollocks around you.
Oh my god. As that mist happens, I sort of catch it like a dog at a sprinkler. And the hole where I'd been bleeding out sort of closes up.
Wild. Okay. Flint.
Are there still Nazis up and down the tower?
The armored infantry squad has been taken out, but the paratroopers are still parachuting in. And you are all still at the base of the tower. So there are still cars coming up from the various boulevards and closing around this plaza, or this, whatever the French word is for plaza.
I would like to use my final use of the gorillas. I would like to have them then scramble up the tower and leap off, grabbing parachuters out of the air and just pulling them to the ground with them.
Oh my god.
Fantastic. Go ahead and roll Brawl.
2 crits, 1 success.
2 successes.
Okay, 1 crit to knock those out, and then I turn to my little battalion of gorillas and say, they call us half-human, half-beast, but remind them what happens when human forgets they are beasts themselves.
One of the gorillas signs to you, "We who are about to die salute you, brother."
I salute back.
They, with long arms grabbing the metal struts, ascend the towers quickly. One of them gets to the antenna at the top, hanging off, swats his arm at these planes as they come by, and a paratrooper jumps out. As he does, he pulls back and then catapults himself off of the antenna, grabs the paratrooper, and then takes the string that would deploy his parachute and just wrenches it off with his teeth as they fall together into the streets of Paris. Eponine Colette Fontaine looks at you, Nicole. That was beautiful. She takes a drag of her cigarette, shotguns the smoke into your mouth, and kisses you full on the lips. Spins around, offers the lit cigarette to you, Irina.
I'll take it.
And then over the burnt end, opens her mouth and kisses you, pulls back, spits it out, still lit, catches it in her lips. It was an honor to know you both. And uses the cigarette, flies it to her backpack where there is a fuse hanging at the back, and it rockets her into the air jetpack style. As she begins to fall at the height of her flight, she takes out a rifle, and in slow motion we see as she just fires at the paratroopers, still falling around the air, putting holes in their chutes as they plummet to the ground. And she looks up toward the sky at the full moon still glowing, Vive la Revolution, and then falls. We never see where her body hits the ground. Apply all of the successes to the threat, Flint?
Yes.
Nicole's eyes are wide as the cigarette smoke just gently leaks out of her mouth.
You now have a clear path up toward the tower, Irina.
T, you know what? Waiting in an elevator sounds really boring.
I agree.
Why not bring the Zeppelin to us? I'm gonna hop into my tank and I wanna hit the gas and smash it through one of the legs of the Eiffel Tower.
I love that. Go ahead and roll either Brawl or Fix.
The two are so intertwined.
Let's say brawl. I don't know. I'm wrestling the Eiffel Tower.
Reverse fix.
I get no successes automatically because you reduce both the threats to 0 within the round. Reinforcements don't kick in until the end of the round. Go ahead and destroy a treasured international landmark.
3 successes. I would like to apply 2 of them to the objective, and then I'm going to get 1 blood as one of the paratroopers drops into the tank next to me. I manifest, and then the earth provides. It's fabulous. And then I just sink my teeth into his neck.
Oh, I thought the Nazis were the real monsters.
The paratrooper has a teeth mark with Eponine's lipstick around it as well on him.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The tank careens into the struts. It rips a hole in its steel carapace. You can see the treads are all mangled. There's no more use of this beautiful beast. But as it does, the rivets pop off like popcorn kernels. And taking a page from Pisa, the Eiffel Tower leans to a jaunty 45-degree angle basically a ramp that you could just run up.
I hop out of the tank, flip my hair. I've spent 3 blood. The hair's looking fabulous again.
That kiss.
Yeah, that kiss. And I drop the keys to the tank. I don't need this anymore. And I pull out the keys to the armored Volkswagen. Chirp, chirp.
It remote careens through the street and pulls up alongside you. As it does, more paratroopers are coming out of the sky. There were only so many gorillas, but these Nazis seem to have no limits as they fall to the ground, peppering the cobbles with spray.
I hop into the front seat of the Volkswagen. I pick up some sunglasses that were left on the passenger seat, slide them over my eyes. Get in, angels. We have a Führer to kill.
That is Chuck.
You don't gotta tell me twice, ma'am. I'll hop into the passenger seat, start to buckle in and go, I'm sorry. I feel like we don't really have this dynamic. I don't know exactly how much of a rapport you and I have particular, and we should work on that at some point, I assume, but
We should. I feel like we never really get the chance to talk on these missions, but you seem like a really nice guy.
Thank you. Well, I mean, there's a lot going on with me right now, if I'm going to be honest with you, Irina. But what I'll hop in the back, though, just to see, maybe Nicole wants to sit in the front or something like that. And I'll pop into the back.
Arena's slightly less attracted to you now that you've lost the left arm.
Yeah.
There was a je ne sais quoi about you, but then, yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, my God. So it's not remote control. As the Volkswagen careens through the streets, the door is thrown open, and you see Chuck's left arm grabbing the steering wheel, and it honks the horn.
I didn't know it was a Volkswagen SUV.
That's great. That arm usually only drives Subarus.
There it is.
My goodness. Okay.
I drive a Subaru.
Robert.
Got him. Got your ass.
I love all of this flavor. Nicole riding shotgun as is her destiny. What would you like to do, Chuck?
In that case, I am going to lean out the back window, pull out Maria. Wait, if my left arm is here, would it take a whole move to put the arm back on?
No, that's just healing an injury.
Great. With the arm back on, reunited, I pull out Betsy and Maria back together again. And as we speed off, if this can all be compiled together, I'm going to fire off shots at the paratroopers coming down, aiming for their parachutes.
Go ahead and roll shoot.
All right, here we go. Okay, that's a blood for me, which I do not mind. And that is a 1 success and 1 crit.
1 success.
Okay, so that 1 success can knock each other out, and that crit is going right for those paratroopers.
And you eliminate them all as you're gaining elevation, just kind of like you're in a Western, walking out, pop, 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 taking them out one at a time, and they plummet to the ground. Some of them just lazily dangling, losing control as they spiral to the cobbles below. That threat is eliminated.
Amazing.
But you see, riding up the side in their own, armored cars, there are still armored troops shooting after you, chasing as you ascend the Eiffel Tower.
Nicole is using her vampiric speed and starts to look for a weak point on the remains of the tower. Let's see if I can't speed this up for us. And she's going to plant some dynamite to try and drop the tower lower so we're not fighting this bigger angle.
Ooh.
With some demolitions. And a search.
1 success.
4 and 2 crits.
What is happening with you?
I almost died. Well, my girlfriend almost died, which means I was about to kill myself.
I didn't realize we had placed a label on it.
She covers her mouth. She's saying all this out loud.
Covers her mouth with the stick of dynamite.
Spits it out. I'll use 1 success to get rid of that bad stuff. You know what I mean. I'm going to use 1 crit to reduce an objective or threats challenge by 1 to reduce our main objective of getting up there. I'm going to take 3 blood, and I'm going to use the other crit to get the objective further.
Fantastic. This dynamite explodes at one of the other struts.
I appear outside the Volkswagen holding 3 bodies, and I go, road beer, anyone? I toss everyone a body.
Here for it. There's 4 of you, so you rip one in half and share it with Irina. You both put your 2 bendy straws into it.
So irresponsible to drink and drive. I will allow it.
What can I say? I'm a bad girl.
As the tower clungs to the ground and is now just a horizontal plane, Hitler Zeppelin catches and steadies itself, but it is now barely above the ground. As you race toward it, you are closing in. Flint.
So Flint is going to kind of like sit on the edge of the window, like leaning out of the car, ready to go. Sensing that things are maybe towards an end, is going to look around at everyone meaningfully in the car and say, "It's been an honor serving with you, and Arena, Nicole, I have been picking up on the tension, and I want you to know it just couldn't work out between any of us. Godspeed." And then fall backwards and open my wings to fly at a pursuing car, ideally terrifying them off of the tower with a swerve.
I hear for it. Roll Terrify.
That's no successes.
No!
That's 2 for me. Roll Injury twice.
No, come here, let me spit blood in your mouth.
Oh, can I flashback?
You can flashback?
Yes!
I would love to flashback.
Treat.
Your wings furl open and you head toward us, eclipsing our view. And where do we find you?
Deep in the Chilean rainforest is a subterranean cave network. The ground is wet with guano, and the roof is shuffling with bats. Outside of this cave is a Nazi research field lab that has been completely torn to shreds. Bones and viscera shred apart as Flint is perched up in a tree looking down upon his work.
You hear, Flint, with your attuned predatory hearing, sh, 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 the slice of a machete blade, and then a murmured, "No, señora, no más allí, pero matar. Te vas a matar." She goes, "For the love of God, if you're going to do something right." And she, with one last slash, you see a woman in safari fatigues and a pith helmet with a machete in one hand and a terrified-looking Chilean man running back behind her, wipes some midges out of her face. And, "Oh, well, I see my work here is already done." She lets the machete drop and pulls off a glove finger by finger. She waves it in the air. "I don't mean to interrupt, but I would love to talk to the man of the cave, if I may."
With a wing glide drop, Flint is going to land in the middle of the camp. Posturing and body language completely, I am going to eat this person.
You smell a release of pheromones into the atmosphere as she puts her pinky into her mouth. "You're everything that they promised and more. Now, easy boy. I like your intent. I assure you, you won't taste any speckle in my blood."
Do you have food?
Still have an appetite after all this.
The fruits I once ate turned to ash in my mouth. You have blood?
I do, and more where this came from. She pulls up the sleeve on her wrist and holds it out to you. I know, just a nip.
Will it taste better than these?
Almost assuredly.
Leans forward and with restraint, difficult restraint, little bite, little taste, and then...
Good, this is good.
Yes, like Christmas sherry. Now then, what do I call you?
I had no name before, but this man,
pointing to the first person I ate,
his name was Flint.
Well, my name is Slate, and between the two of us, I do see some sparks already. I don't know if you're aware of what's going on in the world outside, but I'm afraid things are looking quite bleak for all of you folk legends and hidden mysteries. There's a power out there that won't stop until every corner of your jungle is overturned and burnt to the ground. Not necessarily in that order.
If I can eat them, I will stop them.
You spoke of the fruits turning to ash.
Yes.
You spoke of a desire for blood.
Yes.
May your desire for blood save these fruits. She plucks an exotic fruit off one of the nearby trees, takes a bite. I want to see you make the rivers run red.
Excellent choice, by the way, the guava, a fine fruit.
There you are. I knew a bit of time with the Queen's English would re-civilize you. She puts out a hand, shall we?
Claw into it. Mangled, gnarled claw.
And they said it would be the humidity that got me. And we Flashback.
OTP. OTP.
That scene was wet for more than one reason.
That's why Flint can't be in our throuple. He's already spoken for.
He's booked and blessed.
You're rolling an additional +2.
Fantastic. Oh my gosh. That's 2 crits, 2 successes.
Yes, 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 yes.
Go right ahead.
The power of love.
Bear, 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 bear.
No, Bev, we don't have the money.
Yeah, just wings out, not even like moving forward, just kind of occupying the same physical space that he left because the cars are moving towards the windshields, trying to make them swerve.
Apply the successes as you like.
I'm going to apply 4 to objective and 2 to threat.
Fantastic. As the armor trucks careen off the side, tearing into the streets below, you buy the Volkswagen of time, and it launches off the balcony bit of the Eiffel Tower. You know how the Eiffel Tower's got like a round bit at the top? You launch off that bit and into the deck of this Zeppelin. Nothing awaiting you but Hitler himself. We see the command bridge of Hitler's private Zeppelin. It is, in a word, sumptuous. In another word, floaty. This repurposed dirigible has been outfitted with marble, silk, gold, and mahogany. Grand staircases lead to mezzanine levels loaded with Hitler's own paintings, all of them sans artistic merit, and treasures plundered from throughout Europe, Northern Africa, Tibet, and Nepal. The crucial element of the Zeppelin, and where you are certain to find Hitler, is the broadcast suite located toward the front of the vehicle. Unfortunately, standing between you and the door, I'll read that in a second. Nazi officers go to and fro, shaken, trying to right precious artifacts, vases, and knickknacks as they settle in and the dirigible once more regains flat altitude. There's a deep sigh as one Nazi catches a Han Dynasty vase and sets it delicately back on its pedestal, and then a shadow darkens, strange, in the middle of the night. They turn to see a bulletproof Volkswagen careening through the glass. The 4 of you skidding, destroying Persian rugs as you send shards of glass throughout the Zeppelin. The doors click open.
Flint stands up from the back of the car that he was clinging onto, crumpled, beat up and torn, but panting and bearing his shattered little teeth nubs and untoothed gum.
Arena stands up from the driver's seat and takes off her sunglasses and puts them up into her hair. It looks impossibly chic. There's a cigarette dangling very sultrily out of her mouth.
Nicole kicks open the passenger side door and rolls out, balancing a cut-down Lee Enfield rifle and an M3 submachine gun on either elbow.
And then Chuck, Frankenstein's monster of the South, now without jacket, without hat, clambers through the back window, and then you all hear, "I'm stuck!"
Oh, sorry. You hear a little click. I had the child lock on.
Ah, thank you. And Chuck opens the door, still kind of dangling outside the window. You know what? Don't worry about me. I'll figure this out.
The 4 of you have made your way to the epicenter of the Nazi occupation of Gay Paris. There's only one thing standing between you and Hitler's broadcast suite. Unfortunately, that one thing is 5 oath-sworn vampire hunters armed with holy water sprayers, sharpened stakes, and blessed bullets. Unfortunate for them, that is. Nicole, we'll start with you.
5 of you? Where's the rest? But there's a little bit of fear in her voice as she says that. Nicole is going to call for some reinforcements as her eyes roll to the back of her head, and you hear the teeniest of click, 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 as a swarm of rats pours in, having climbed up the Eiffel Tower. They are covered in gore and viscera. One has an intestine sort of stuck on its nose like a little mask, but it's dragging the rest of it. And she's gonna aim at the 2 on the right and hit him with both her guns.
Go ahead and roll shoot.
4 successes and a crit.
2 successes.
I'm going to use 2 of those to defend. So I roll, and some of my rats sort of create a Rat King shield that rolls with me.
Yes, I love a Rat King.
More like a rat queen, right? I wink at Arena as I start laying fire down. So I have 2 successes and a crit left. I'm gonna send it all to the threat.
This leader with an iron eagle on either of his pauldrons in this fashionable, tight-fitting black leather armor pulls out a broom handle gun that shoots knives at you, but he is quickly overwhelmed by rats as they eat him piece by piece, leaving a skeleton and then going up through his body, just his mustache and mohawk left behind on an otherwise beautifully dressed pile of bones. That's so many, Beverlee. Irina.
Like liquid silk, Arena slips out of the driver's seat and then pulls out her compact. 1 second, gentlemen. I do need to check my hair. I'll use a little bit of hairspray, spritz. And then I'll look at some of the paintings around here. Ugh, so tacky. And I'm going to spritz some of the hairspray onto some of these just atrocious watercolors, activating my explosive runes. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to reach into my garter for the Volkswagen keys. Beep, beep. And rising out of the hood of the Volkswagen is a machine gun that's going to, blast these vampire hunters.
I'm calling that shoot. Oh, come on. I want you guys to use your special thing. 0 successes.
1 success and 2 crits.
Fantastic. Allocate them as you like.
I have a special called Deadeye Shot, and I'm going to reduce a threat's attack rating by 1. So just permanently get rid of one of your attacks. Throw that away.
Wow.
You got no successes, correct?
0 successes.
Fantastic. I'm going to allocate 1 success towards making our way through this Zeppelin as my explosive runes destroy so many of Hitler's just atrocious paintings and start clearing a path for us deeper into the Zeppelin. And then I'm going to apply the other crit to get rid of the vampire hunters as the machine gun on top of the Volkswagen just starts sinking into their flesh.
These awful landscapes and mediocre portraits ignite in flames as you traipse ballerina-like down the halls, your hairspray splitzing in mist as a bloody mist goes off behind you as this vampire hunter, like a gold mandible affixed to his skull, a giant witch hunter's hat with all of these like, crow feathers and bones stitched into his armor, is completely pulverized by the machine gun.
Flint is feeling a surge of emotions, having watched his gorillas go down, having to have that difficult conversation with Nicole and Arena. So he's going to... in a moment of sensitivity, make a con roll and shout to the vampire hunters, "If you want to fight blood-sucking monsters, the fascists are behind you!" And that's no successes.
No!
It tracks.
Not this.
I got 1 6, but these guys do crit on a 6, so that is 2 successes.
Oh, no.
Okay, so that's 2 injuries. After my plea, I am shredded with so many projectiles that it leaves me both eviscerated and broken.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Yeah, I let my feelings get in the way.
As you become more human, so does your animal side lower its defenses, and you are sprayed down. You see this vampire hunter, he has a human skull like affixed above his face in a faceplate, but from his mouth are 2 accordion-like cables that shoot back into a tank behind him, and he holds up a sprayer and releases a spray of holy water on you, just melting your flesh, creating ooze where there was once muscle. Chuck.
What the hell are you doing? I'm just gonna take a shot with Betsy Maria.
All right, go ahead and roll shoot.
That is 1 crit, and I get 1 blood out of that.
That is 3 successes.
Would this be a time for Chuck to go in for that flashback?
You tell me, man. You tell me. It's up to you. You've been teasing it.
As that bullet goes in, before mechanically we have to deal with the reality of that situation, I think Chuck goes into an actual official flashback.
Yay!
No, don't give it to them.
Treat.
Describe the scene where Commander Slate found you before the mission began.
3 Confederate ex-soldiers are above this like operation table as they're murmuring to each other and being like, I think it was a success. I think we did it. I think the one in front says, shut up, everyone. Shut up. If we've done this, we have taken parts of the lesser people and made a superior soldier. We will rise again. And a switch is flipped and electricity flows and a body sits up in the bed. And the sheet pulls down, and it is the person you have all been traveling with. As this creature looks right and left, and the Confederate soldier in the front goes, good, let's see if he can shoot. And they put a gun in this creature's hand and aims it at a target on the wall. Bang, it hits. So the aim is true. And the creature goes, oh, wow, shooting a gun, okay. And turns and looks at one of their coats, one of their hats, the holster on the other, and goes, well, thanks, gentlemen. Bam, bam, bam. Shot through 3 of the Confederate soldiers' heads as this creature gets up, takes the hat, takes the coat, puts it on, goes, I'm probably going to need a name, and looks at a box that says body chunks, but it's been horribly scratched on. And so this creature sees the word Chuck as the N has fallen off and goes, Chuck, okay. And heads out and goes to a saloon and sits down, scaring the shit out of the bartender and all the patrons. Well, hell, I don't know if I still drink. I don't know if I still can. I'll take a whiskey if you got one.
The bartender, terrified, chattering, leaps over the bar and runs off into the street. The swinging doors swinging in the wind.
Well, that ain't polite.
And as you say that, they're pushed in the other way, and you hear the clank of spurs. If you do still drink, I'm buying. Silhouetted in the last rays of dusk is a English woman in full first day of Westworld cowboy regalia.
Yes.
Hey there. Well, unfortunately, the bartender just ran out, so this establishment might be closed. Hard for me to say. It's been a little bit of a new day for me. I'm catching up.
Do you always play by the rules? And she goes behind the bar, gives it a once-over, and wrinkles her nose at the selection. I don't want to be rude and stereotyping, but I'm assuming whiskey?
Yeah, unless you recommend something else. I recently, I've been alive for about an hour. So I'm kind of just going off of, like, general recollection. A little bit of, like, a priori, if you will.
Well, far be it for me to push you off the wagon in your first hour of birth, but if you're going to get back in the game, she selects a bottle. Gin is the only remedy for whatever ails you.
Okay, I'll take a room temp gin, please.
She pours 2 shots of room temperature gin.
And I'm trusting you on this. This is the best drink in the house?
The only drink, you ask me. Bottoms up.
Clink.
She shoots it back, as if it's water.
He drinks it and gags. Ugh.
Well, it's not for everyone, but then again, I'm a long way from home. I'm glad I've stumbled into you. I was meant to oversee your resurrection, but when I found out that the project was being headed up by former Confederates, it put a bad taste in my mouth. I like what you did with the place.
Oh, you mean when I shot them?
Yes, Tex. It was a very nice shooting.
Oh, thank you, but my name is Chuck. I appreciate it.
Naturally, my apologies. My name is Slate. I'm the leader of a military outfit that's putting together a bit of a hoedown across the pond.
Okay, well, I'm always in for some hoedowning, some shindiggery.
Your countrymen have been a bit reticent to throw themselves into the fray, but I won't lie to you, the situation is dire. I feel it is time for one of your American cavalry films.
Oh, okay. And Chuck kind of looks down at, like, his arm, his other arm, just like all the pieces kind of patched together. And they all seem to be pulling in the direction of this general mission. Chuck goes, it's so funny. Like, it's hard for me to get, like, one sort of, like, coherent voice. Feels just like a lot going on, kind of like I'm a little haunted. But what you're saying, it makes the ghosts in me very happy.
You're an assemblage of downtrodden people. America itself was founded with a mission of being a melting pot, but you are the genuine article. Your bones cry for justice. She flicks something metal onto the bar top. I trust you to mete it out.
Thank you. Hey, isn't it crazy how, like, people cling to Confederacy, but, like, that shit only lasted, like, 5 years, and that was, like, 50 fucking years ago? Like, I mean, get over it, right? Like, you were probably 4 years old when that happened. Come on.
The Beatles are only going to Lost 8, but you should see what a fandom can do.
Did you see the future?
She is the commander of an eldritch squad. You think she doesn't have some powers herself?
Sure, go forth. I'll remove myself from this flashback.
Kim closes her portal.
A passing newsboy? Oi!
Oi, what's the Beatles then?
What day is it, sir?
Sorry. This is not making the edit. Go forth.
No, I wanted to, though.
Okay, then maybe it will, if you ask nicely, Omar.
Chuck takes the pin and just jabs it into his flesh through his button up, just right in, as he goes, all right, ma'am, lead the way. And he takes another shot of gin.
As it washes down your gullet, we flash back to the present moment.
Nah, I don't think so. And as the bullet lands right where the pin was, and Chuck's like, nah, sorry, here's the thing. Y'all are assholes, and I've dealt with assholes before, and I think you should die. And I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll with a +2 d6 there, and we have 2 successes and 1 crit.
All right, I'm still showing those 3 successes.
I'll just knock those all out.
And you've got 1 more.
I'll send that in the same way that 1 bullet hit me. I will bang, 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 shoot their bullets out of the air, and send one of my very unholy bullets into one of them.
Irregular looking guy, just a dude who's, I would say, the averagest German of them all. He has all of the German qualities in equal measure, but has 2 bandoliers crossing over his chest with garlic bulbs instead of bullets. And you just put one square between his eyes, and it goes back and takes out one of the tubes of the skull-plated one as well, who suddenly finds he can't breathe and slumps to the ground with only 1 remaining. A metal-clad, armored, holding a giant Zweihander colossus of an Ubermensch is all that stands between you and Hitler's broadcast suite. Nicole.
So, remaining enemies, there's an Ubermensch and then getting to the door?
Yeah.
Okay, great. What does this Ubermensch look like?
He's a thick boy. He's wearing armor, and he's got a big sword, and he's got a, basically like a solid motorcycle helmet. Just a featureless skull cap with a visor.
Sick. Nicole sees the other vampire hunter drop and locks in on this one, and then throws a smoke grenade to give her allies some cover here as we move forward, and herself blinks and bursts into shadows and reforms behind this guy, aiming her rifle at him.
Roll sneak.
2 successes.
3 successes.
You
can still apply your successes and take the damage and go down.
Let's do that, because I love drama. I'm going to spend 2 successes on the threat and roll on the injury table. Do I just roll once and then take everything?
Yep. You wipe out the column.
As my other sleeved arm, how does it die? I lose an arm as I go down.
Hey, I've been there, sister.
I think it's contagious.
My sneak is not as sneaky as I think it is, as he turns around and he slices down on my arm, severing it at the shoulder, and Nicole collapses on the ground.
Describe what it looks like, though, as you take him out.
For real?
Yeah, dude.
As I go down, I say, eat this, and I lift his helmet up. What does his little bottom of his mouth look like?
He's just a dirty, pasty white guy who's got, like, just an ingrown hair on his chin, and it's, like, kind of red and carbuncular.
Seeing that, I shove a grenade in his mouth and I put the helmet back down as he explodes inside the helmet.
So metal.
Boom! And the metal bits clink, 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 embed themselves in the wall as the force of the explosion knocks you back, Nicole, and you are falling out of the Zeppelin, one-armed. The objective to rescue Nicole, difficulty, I'm not going to tell you. Arena, it's yours.
I look at Nicole falling out of the Zeppelin. I don't have wings, but my children do. I scrape my signet ring across the side of the Volkswagen, and we hear this, like, piercing, screeching, ringing sound from both the ring And then emerging from all of these old, beautiful buildings of Paris is just this squad of bats that are going to try to catch Nicole in the air and bring her back up to the Zeppelin.
Fucking Ride of the Valkyries coming in. Go ahead and roll. I'm going to call that Terrify, actually.
Sure, yeah. 1 success, 2 crits.
Let's go.
Woo!
You successfully rescue her.
Oh. I didn't know rats could fly. As I come to and I'm like, oh, she does like me.
100 little arms just holding onto your clothes.
Holding you with their little grippy feet and flying you back up to the Zeppelin and then gently deposit you back onto your feet in front of Irina.
You came bat for me.
I thought I had lost you.
Nicole steps forward. I don't ever want to lose you again.
I slide an arm around Nicole and pull her in to a kiss. And while I'm kissing her, I'm gonna baby bird give her 2 blood.
Oh,
my
man.
God.
Oh.
And so good.
It's that kind of episode.
As one arm wraps around her, the other one slowly grows back as I use 3 blood, and we start hardcore making out.
Yeah.
Just this little baby arm, though, that you're still taking.
Still
It's
little.
just this shriveled.
Caressing her face, but it's like so small.
I pick her up and carry her and like put her on top of the Volkswagen and just like lay her down, and we hardcore make out for a while until sorry, we're supposed to be doing something.
As you feel the first rays of dawn cresting over the horizon, you're running out of time.
This will have to wait, Angel. And I like put a finger to her lips. Later.
I'd wait 100 deaths for you.
God damn.
Chuck, only your left arm can look.
Chuck's left arm, which has crawled over thing style to your arm that got chopped off and is like giving it CPR in its palm, and just makes a fist and hits it and then shakes its hand at the sky, and your arm on the ground twitches and curls up, and Chuck's lesbian arm looks down. The two of them come together, make a little Valentine, and then intertwine their hands and then start riding like snakes.
Hey, all right. After we kill
hot.
Hitler. Come on. We got some work to do, Hans.
With all of the Vampire Jaegers taken care of, you head through the Zeppelin, and all 4 of you, in unison, kick open the door.
Just like we practiced.
On 3.
1, 2.
Are we doing it on the offbeat or?
Oh my goodness.
No, we're doing it after 3, not on 3.
There's no and.
An elaborate set has been constructed to give the impression of power and superiority. Great banners hang from every wall. An iron and basalt lectern stands atop a staircase, and, in direct opposition to Zeppelin operational safety guidelines, a roaring fire pit occupies the center of the chamber. Here, Hitler has been awaiting the arrival of the invaders with anticipation, because he has an ace up his sleeve, a Nazi werewolf, hell-bent on slaughtering you. His intention is to broadcast live footage of the slaughter to every receiver in Europe, of which there are a few in 1943, but it's enough to make a point. F.A.N.G's desperate assault is the Allies' last hope, and to nullify it on camera is to win the war. Hitler has locked himself as his guard dog turns to face you, fur-covered muscles rippling in the lights of the set. He wears nothing but a collar, and a glint of gold at his neck reveals his name is Hugo.
Hi, Hugo.
We left off with Irina. This is Flint.
Gosh, another brother.
Another brother.
As much as I want to empathize with this werewolf, it didn't go well last time, so Flint, with only 1 unmarked injury, he is more jaw than human or bat, is going to slump forward, flickering blood everywhere, and just try to brawl this thing.
Second boy.
That's 1 success, 1 crit.
2 successes.
Do I want my last stand? I think I want to take it. I want to take the damage.
Oh my god.
So now I use my last stand and I can just roll 8d6?
Exactly.
Okay.
I think you still get to apply the dice that you already rolled, but then you take that damage and then you roll 8d6.
Wow.
incredible. So as Flint and Hugo start to lock in this animal grapple, with a swipe, Hugo smacks Flint's jaw off again, and he goes, hugger, and then starts to bubble and change as his body expands, goo form, stretching out and then calcifying and hardening into this tumorous bulge and then re-gooing and growing again until he is just like essentially consuming this thing, becoming just this blob of meat and goo.
This is your final form.
This is my final form.
Roll 8d6.
That is 2 crits, 2 successes.
Let's go.
Tell me what it looks like as you do an egregious amount of damage.
Flint, as he's growing and bubbling and changing into this oozing mass, starts to sizzle and burn the floor and walls around him that he is touching, and half of this werewolf's skin is just melted away. So there are now chunks of a lot of exposed bone and meat. The two of them not looking too different at this point, as Flint just continues to expand and like force this thing into the wall, crushing it.
You press against it, and Hugo, skin sloughing off, howls in pain before finally throwing you to the ground, and you dissolve through the floor. And it's not a far way to drop, not as far as it could have been, but still far enough. And the oozy final form of Flint, a creature too rare to live and much too weird to die, falls, splatters to the ground below. Chuck.
I quietly watch Flint melt away from us, a gentleman too good for this world. And I look back, and Hitler is broadcasting this situation. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's cameras everywhere.
Oh, so they're all gonna see us kick your ass. What a terrible backfire. What a terrible plan. And as I'm looking at the lenses of the camera, it's catching a little bit of the sun because we're cresting a little bit over the window. We're starting to.
Mm-hmm.
And Chuck has his final memory of his left leg, which was a soldier that actually fought for the North and then settled in the South with his husband. And his husband, as they're at their homestead in the desert looking out at this beautiful sunrise, his husband, says to him, after everything you fought for, this is where you wanted to come? I mean, they're not going to let us live here. Our story's going to get cut short. And the soldier looks back and goes, this is what we fought for. This right here. Look at this sunrise. That's enough. And Chuck kind of smiles to himself and looks back at the werewolf and goes, yeah, this is enough. Betsy, Maria, that's still what we do best, babies. And Chuck is going to go down shooting.
Fuck yeah, dog.
Whatever damage I take, it is just arms open, ready to just absolutely follow the path that Flint has paved for us.
I'm hearing trumpets, the slow motion of your serape, or your coat, whatever it is you're wearing, floating in the wind, your arms forward with these twin pistols.
Yes.
As each shot fires off, we'll go ahead and roll shoot.
Okay, great. So for shoot, I got 1 crit, 2 failures.
I got 2 successes.
I will take those 2 successes as hits because that will also activate my corrosive fluids. When you mark an injury, reduce the rating of a threat you're engaged with by 2. And I will go down shooting. Let me roll my 8d6 here.
Oh my god.
And that is 2 successes and 1 crit.
Tell me what it looks like.
It's bam, 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 sending damage into the werewolf as I am pushing him back in front of the view of the cameras. And as Chuck takes the hits, there's one last shot, and I will turn to the cameras and go, you ain't seen the last of us yet, motherfuckers. Last shot goes into one of the cameras.
Hell yeah. We have a click moment flashing back to the metal thing that Commander Slate threw on the bar. Not a sheriff's badge, but a silver bullet. And you shoot the camera, and the last bullet strings through the air, through the dog tag, a clean hole, right into the hyoid bone, just above where the clavicles come together. An impotent attempt at a howl as Hugo staggers forward, lunges, and tears you. One arm, the other arm. It digs its hind legs into you and separates your torso from your lower legs, just your head. And it goes to crunch down on the skull as the last of life leaves its body, and it careens through the hole that Flint created, and you crash into the streets of Paris below, leaving Nicole and Arena on either side of the door.
I hope you don't mind. I made a reservation for 2 only, it seems.
These missions do make me very hungry.
A quaking Hitler stands on a plinth above as I turn into shadows again and appear behind him and grab both of his arms and wrench them behind his back.
You can see there's a discarded gun on the ground. He tried to kill himself to go out, but he's scared, sweating as Arena enters the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna drag him out of the room and bring him back towards all of the cameras.
Ooh.
And give the camera a little wink. To all the Allied forces, keep fighting. We've got your back when night falls. And I'm gonna sink my teeth into Hitler's neck.
As he opens his mouth to retort, the guttural scream is cut short, and you watch this pale, pasty motherfucker blanch even whiter as his amphetamine-saturated blood fills your mouth, and your hair gets that sheen.
The Hitlers of the world will always fall prey to the righteous fighters, whether by day or by night. So join us or die.
Sinking into the other side, and the two of you sink into Hitler's neck as it gets thinner and thinner until, like in Lady and the Tramp, his body falls to the ground and you are embraced in a kiss. He falls to the ground, you tear back your mouth and your teeth, and blood splatters on the camera. Roll credits.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes.
Fantastic.
Oh my god.
I could think of no better way to end than like 2 blood-splattered lesbians making out on camera over Hitler's dead body.
Yeah. Lady in the Tramping his neck.
1,000,000,000%. And the sun rises over a liberated Paris. Commander Slate steps forward with the rest of the relieving Allied forces, the people of Paris waving banners out of their window tops, celebrating, champagne popping. The guerrillas are laid to rest in a place of honor, and Commander Slate, in her heels again, looks as the Zeppelin, untethered, floats away, departs unknown, perhaps more accepting of alternative lifestyles, or unlifestyles, as the case may be. She stoops down, picks 2 fingerfuls of ooze off the ground. It's a start.
Coffin Drop is a Kitten Marlowe production, edited and produced by Kim Dalton. This episode featured a theme song by Jason Myers, with additional vocals by Amelia Myers. You can find out more about us by visiting kittenmarlowe.com, signing up for our newsletter, or following us on socials. For Discord access, exclusive cast talkbacks, TTRPG materials, and more, visit patreon.com/kittenmarlowe and join Michael Hogue and all of our incredible Kitten Marlowe patrons in supporting artist-driven storytelling. Thanks for listening.